Halo Infinite's newest update is something I've been really looking forward to for a long time. As someone who is a Halo 3 stan, knowing that there was going to be a Halo 3 themed operation coming in, I was like, okay, this is going to bring me back to play Halo. Oh, but only if they do it right. And do it right, they absolutely did. Especially with the legacy playlist of bringing back all the classic Halo 3 maps we've come to know and love. But also not only that, they actually changed the gameplay to mimic the classic experience as well, which is so needed for that true classic Halo fun time. But not only that, guys, they finally brought it back after 4 years now, basically this game being out. Grifball is back in Halo. But it just has me a little concerned because the way the hammer and the physics work within Halo, it's always been tricky with the gravity hammer. So is it really gonna play out the same? Well, there's only one way to truly find out. And that's the dive right into this operation and see what it's all about. If you guys like these new information and videos, leave a like and subscribe and all that stuff. Let's get right into those details. So first, let's check out what's coming in this operation pass here. You do get the Revenant Tooth and a different shader for it as well. You can use on your weapons. It's kind of like your instant bonus purchase deal. You get the deal, right? It's kind of what it's been with operations. But this great pass actually has an option where you can actually able to unlock the EOD armor set, guys, which is one of the most iconic armor sets in Halo. I'm surprised that it hasn't been in the game. Yeah, but it's very, not only is it like EOD, but it's very like EOD, like as in like strip the classic coming back into Halo Infinite. And this is for free. You can just unlock by just playing the game. But I think a lot of people are going to be talking about when it comes to this update is going to be what's in the exchange, and that is the Hayabusa helmet from Halo 3 coming back into the game. And not only that, for 40,000 credits, which is actually nothing too crazy to unlock actually, which by the way, I happen to have just enough credits. So yeah, definitely picking that up for sure. Now I get to look like everybody else, hooray. But of course, since it's a Halo update, you know we have to talk about it. It's the shop, right? And they're bringing in some classic armor sets, but of course they're making you charge for it, right? Especially with the classic security, with the reference to Marathon. When they first revealed it, I was like, oh, cool, Marathon. And now I'm like, oh, Marathon. So you get the security armor set, you have the Rogue armor set for 1800. You also have the Gen 1 Scout for 1600 right here. Or you can get the whole bundle for Double Trouble, right? But the interesting thing about this Double Trouble bundle as well is that it actually has this kill effect replicating Sergeant Johnson's death scene. I mean, like, guys, why do you gotta bring back my childhood trauma? But not only do you get to see the recreation of Sergeant Johnson's death scene within the game, you actually get to hear him scream, which is like, oh my god, absolutely brutal, man. Like, oh my god, the trauma, it's come back in full force. But yeah, I mean, the shop's gonna shop, right? You actually have Halo 2 armor set and also Halo CE armor set in here as well if you're interested. Yes, I did have to splurge on that one because it's a CE fanboy. I'm sorry. But yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. The shop's gonna shop, you know, it's out there for people who want to spend that extra cash on the game, but it's not really my thing. But you want to know what really is my thing when it comes to this update? It's the multiplayer side of things where you can actually play Delta Arena Halo 3 Legacy like I talked about earlier and Grifball. We can check out the map list here for what's in the Halo 3 Legacy playlist. You got the classic, you got Ghost Town, Foundry, High Ground, Storage, Guardian, which is like a more classic version of Guardian, not the one that we've played previously within like the Evolved Halo 3 playlist, which again was one of my favorites, and also Construct, Snowbound, The Pit, Isolation, Ivory Tower, and Narrows, which I don't really remember Ivory Tower ever being in Halo 3. Was there ever a remake? I don't really remember, but I mean, hey, it's a good map, so why not? And if any of you guys remember back in the day of playing Halo 3 on the 360, you always remember hearing the phrase veto for BRs. Well, you actually don't have to bother with that now because you actually can select the modes with either BR starts or AR starts, which AR starts would be the MA5K SMG assault rifle combo thing. Now look, we got Hayabusa friends in the game right here.
Maintain current.
Pretty much expected that, but yeah, so this is going to be very interesting how this one plays out because even though I did like the Delta playlist that we had back for like the Halo 2 celebration playlist, it didn't really feel like it kind of like was like Halo 2. But from all I read on the blog, stuff like that, it seemed like they kind of just took the same settings from that Delta playlist and put it into this one, which is gonna be very interesting because, like, yeah, there was a lot of changes that Halo 3 made for its gameplay to kind of have it differentiate itself a little bit more from just Halo 2. So I'm kind of curious to see how it actually plays out. Yeah, there is no sprint. Your movement speed is increased a bit as well. Your jump speed, I think, is 120, or jump height is 120%. So there's some notable changes to the gameplay, but it definitely helps mimic that classic feel a little bit more than what we currently have for Halo Infinite at the moment. It is also very nice that they did separate out the playlist, so then you don't have to sit through an AR match, or if you don't want to play ARs, or sit through a BR match if you don't want to play with BRs. You don't have to bother with the veto system, right, like we did back in the classic Halo 3 days. You could just play the game how you like, which is a really great change of pace for sure. Oh my god, it's a death sentence down there. Oh, and also, like, all the game modes are classic, so that it's no longer like round based like we have for Halo Infinite. It's all just go until the match ends, and looks like this one's gonna end probably a little quick. You guys are very coordinated. They got all the power weapons. They have the cover. All I have is a dream. Okay, here we go. We got the ball now. We can change things up a bit here. I always enjoy these fun, kind of classic, reminiscent playlists, just because it's like, it's kind of fun to see like how like these classic games actually kind of play out like in a more modern setting with, like, say, graphically more modern, or gameplay-wise more modern, or me getting wrecked by a double T when I wish I had that support. I do constantly find myself hitting shift to try to run as soon as we spawn in, but yeah, that was a quick match. That didn't go well. Oh wow, another Hayabusa guy. Would have never guessed that. That's kind of thing about with live service games, especially whenever a new bit of customization drops that people really like, everyone buys it and or picks up and then plays with it as soon as it comes out. So then you kind of lose the whole point of customization because you lose that individuality that is kind of the whole point of customization. Kind of what happens when your customization isn't really tied to any kind of in-game achievement or accomplishments and more just time spent. Going back to what I touched on previously, talking about how I would like how sometimes you have games that will come back and, you know, kind of see how a game is experienced in a modern setting kind of feeling, because for me, Halo Infinite always kind of felt like a game that's like, if Halo 3 were to release in 2021 at the time this game released, it would basically be like what Halo Infinite ended up being, which something I think is kind of, I think playlists like this would kind of like put its money where its mouth is. Really, like, would Halo 3, if it was released in 2021, really play like this? But then this is kind of a chance to really try it out. Of course, there are some major changes, right? Because, like, especially like with the battle rifle in this game being hit scan and being pretty easy to use, much more easy, at least compared to like what the Halo 3 comparison was, which is like that slower bullet travel, right? They call it projectile. Even though technically they say, well, all weapons in Halo are projectile. I get it. Yes, I know in the code that's how the game is, but really I'm talking about experience of playing in projectile, meaning you have to lead your shots. Where in Halo Infinite, no shot leading's needed. Just point, click, and aim for the head, basically. There's nothing wrong with that. I kind of like the snappiness of a hit scan VR, right? But I also do feel like there's something to be said about having like a good shot with a battle rifle when you have to lead it, especially it helps out a lot when it comes to your strafing. You really see higher skilled players really shine when you have to lead your shots, rather than having just those shoot exactly where the player is. Now, it's the reason why we don't see the battle rifle as like the lead or starting weapon in competitive Halo anymore, because they kind of just eliminated strafing for the most part because of how strong this battle rifle really is. That's right, they made it like boundless, which is the correct version of Snowbound. God, I remember when this game first dropped, you had those barriers on Snowbound, and people would just be playing chicken the whole time and just kind of sitting right at the door like, yeah, come on, come at me, see what's gonna happen, you know? And yeah, you would just get meleeed and die. It was really frustrating. The interesting thing they did with Grifball in this one, they had different variations. They have the classic, which is good. They also have third-person version of the game as well, but they also have Octane, which is interesting, saying you turn up the heat with thrusters and legacy features, hammer jumps, launching, passing, and ball deflection. But I'm a Halo boomer, so I had to try out classic for the first time through. No, you don't! Man, Grifball is something people have been asking for the longest time in this game and haven't had a true chance to really get a chance to experience it. So, glad it's finally in the game, even though it took about 3.5 years, or actually, what, almost 4 years now at this point to really get that in the game. But hey, at least it's here, man. Now, big tip when it comes to Grifball, guys, if you're a newbie to the experience, right? especially when it comes to taking out players, there's always been a bit of like a dance, right? You have to always make sure that like you can like kind of fake him out to get him to do that gravity hammer swing. So it's always really important to kind of figure out the proper distance to really make people fake out like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get the kill on this guy. Here we go. Woo, we got the ball. Let's go. Oh god, we're getting thirsty. And you also gotta make sure you try to use your teammates as defenders here. So you can see I'm getting kind of pushed by players this way. I'm gonna run back, have my teammates cross over. Kind of repeat the process. Oh god. Oh gosh, my teammates are getting annihilated. I'm watching my radar. Oh wait, it's open though. We're making a run for it. Jump over! Jump over! No! That's also the thing about Grifball is like, if you can get a score, it's incredibly rewarding. Oh, there's sprint in this? This isn't classic. How dare you put sprint in my Grifball? There we go, try a little fakey move. Swing and get a hit. All right guys, the clock's running. Oh, there's an opening. We're going in. We're going in! No! Let me in! Yes! Yes! I will say though, I did see a comment online that kind of mentioned that like they really missed a good opportunity to bring back some of the classic red versus blue guys back in for a promotional video for this mode. I mean, like, I think we all kind of remember the original video of, you know, Griff and Sarge kind of yelling at each other when it comes to the red versus blue experience. Oh, grab that ball. Come back. It would have been really funny if they tried to recreate that, because they actually did some really cool stuff where they actually recreated some of the promotional material that was made for Halo 3 way back in the day. I posted it over on Twitter. Whoever has a ball carrier, you gotta take him out with the sword because they will eat your gravity hammer swings. Okay, I just killed my own teammate. God, I'm good at this game. I also vividly remember host advantage being a very serious thing in this mode. If you got host back in classic Grifball, you could fake out everybody. You just have a clear advantage on people. So I think it's actually my first time really trying out Grifball on dedicated servers. Oh my god, I just realized I had thrust the entire time. Am I playing the right version of Grifball? I thought I was playing classic. Blah, there we go. Oh, let's get the run for it. We're going in. We got the kill. Oh wait, no we can't. We gotta run back. We gotta run back to the team. Yes, teammate. You do it. You got it, buddy. You don't got it. You're dead. Oh no. Also, I vividly remember there was like a Grifball competitive league. It was like ran by the community. It wasn't like an actual like thing in the game or anything, if I remember correctly. But there was definitely a serious like competitive community around Grifball before the release of Halo Infinite. And it's just funny to see like how people can get real sweaty with this mode, but it's like because it's actually kind of like relatively balanced mode, and there's legitimate strategies to the whole thing as well. It's not just like mindless just swinging with a hammer or a sword. There we go. See, you try to hit me with a hammer, not gonna happen there, buddy. You too. That's how you can tell who's a noob in this game. Coming at you with a gravity hammer when you have the ball, that's just a noob move, man. Also, the gravity hammer swings are way faster in this mode than in traditional Halo Infinite. I actually am kind of liking this like advanced Grifball. I'm vibing with it, especially with the thruster. Kind of helps you close that gap a little bit more. Get a little double kill, something like that, you know? Just kill your own teammate like that as well. Oh, Irish, go off, dude. Go off, man. You guys got this. Let's smash through this guy. Smash that guy for the score, baby. Let's go. So yeah, the legacy operation, guys. Honestly, this might be an operation I'm probably gonna play all the way through and get that EOD helmet back, because come on, it's a classic. If you guys like these type of videos, make sure to like, subscribe. Always appreciate it. Made this far in the video. Hope I earned your like and subscribe. If not, I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Or if you missed any content from me, check out these videos right over here. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.